So the first thing I tried to do was upgrade that Docker container, and all I got was errors. Sure, I can fix this, it's the time thing. So I'll just do some search and replaces. So I searched and replaced, rebooted, restarted, failed, did it again, failed, failure. This was not working. So I finally just gave up and I rolled it all back to 0.85. Hey everybody, this is Carlo. So that was last month. We're back again. This time we are going to upgrade this to 0.881 actually. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run my HAUpdate script, and we are going to update all the containers again. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the latest version of Home Assistant, Dasher, ESPYAML. There's a bunch of other ones, Multimux. There's some, I'll put a link in the descriptions to all the containers that we're running, but we're going to upgrade everything. So let's knock that out. Once the system comes back up, I'm definitely noticing some of the errors that I ran into last time. There's this script notify engine not found, and it's just preventing the entire scripting engine from starting. So I'm definitely going to have to figure out what's causing this problem. Now that the system's up and running, I'm just going to go straight to the GUI. If you use the notifications, you can get a good idea of what's failing. So we can see the script and the automation pieces are the most important. There's also some guidance below to kind of give us some indication of what we need to fix. Similar to the UI, you can also look at the command line. I always run a config checker whenever I make changes to the config, and you can see at the top of this config, there are some clear errors. I have to swap out some sensors and fix those names. I'm just going to grab them right out of the log file, just bring them over into Atom, which is definitely my favorite editor. I'm going to do a search against the entire configuration that I have for these busted sensor names, and I'm just going to do a quick search and replace everything. So it works out really nice, very easy. So once I do this one, I'm going to knock out the other one and just get this part fixed. The next piece broken for me was the speed test. So I use SpeedTest to monitor the speeds of the internet line, so up and down speeds, then I tweeted out, things like that. So they had made this was a breaking change, they had made some changes here, and I just had to go in here and change it. I took the opportunity to change it from just a sensor file, and then I added this to a package. So now it's under my packages called SpeedTest. It's a little easier if I need to make changes to it in the future. It's always under packages. So I took this opportunity to kind of clean that piece of my config. I have lots of different ways that I manage different components just because it's such a legacy system and I have so many objects that this was a good opportunity, since I had to fix it, to just add it in as a package. So we're gonna just monitor the speed test every 6 hours and then tweet those results out. This way, hopefully we can get that cable company to keep my speeds up. At this point, I feel like we've made some really good progress. So we're gonna go back, check the validation of the config, and we still, I'm hiding from these two big issues, which are the notify piece that just seems to be broken, and then also the time piece. And I know the time piece is gonna require a lot of search and replace, but I'm really gonna have to look at all the scripts just to really figure out what I wanna change. Those breaking changes for time pattern, I went through it last time. It was a lot of stuff, and I just got frustrated with the whole thing. But now I'm gonna just go through each one, and we're gonna fix them one at a time. I think this is gonna take a bulk of the errors that I'm running into right now, and at least get Home Assistant up and running. The nice thing about the change is not everything had to be changed. So it really just was the time pattern, where previously I had minutes and seconds defined. Now it's a lot easier. You could just do time pattern, and you can just do minutes for the most part. So correcting these, but sort of going through them one at a time to make sure that you're only changing the ones that are a time pattern and not just the clock time really fixed everything. The last issue I ran into was the notify Bearstone HA. This is just a call that I use to send tweets out to the @Bearstone HA Twitter account, which if you're not following, you can follow. It just live tweets everything from the house. But it turned out it was case sensitive. So I guess in the past, Home Assistant didn't really care, but now with the new changes, it definitely cared that I was trying to call it with a capital B, capital S, and a capital HA. So it wanted everything lowercase. So once I kind of figured that out, I just went back to Atom, did a quick search and replace, and that took away my last issue. Once I had completed that, I ran the config checker and everything was valid again. Once you have everything valid, I just went back, I gave my Home Assistant a reboot, so just give it a good clean start on life. And everything came back. So you can see that everything was just good. All the major errors were gone. Home Assistant came up. I can now start messing around with Lovelace. So hopefully in some future videos, we'll have some more Lovelace stuff coming up. But if you've had issues upgrading to 0.88 or 0.87, anything with the Lovelace, I would just say I had a lot of issues. I had to kind of really take a step back, look at it again, tackle it the right way with the right mindset. So even if you had problems, even if it looked like everything broke, just take it slow, break it down part by part, get through the upgrade. It's worth it. And if not, there's a couple videos over here that you can click, go watch those, kill some more time, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for your support. Bye.